Okay, this one got me a little riled up, and it's back to Barstool Big Cat Guy. So sorry if this one offends you, but I do not enjoy watching Jalen Brunson when it's ISO ball foul baiting. So let's see what he has to say on this one, because this one grinded my gears a little
I have
bit.
a take I was brewing last night that obviously I understand how this works. Knicks fans, you have to defend your guy.
And Jalen Brunson.
And of course, we're going to defend our guy. And let me just start by saying that that guy, Big Cat, is from Chicago. He's like a big Bulls fan. He's like a diehard Chicago stan. So, like, I'm starting to think that this show just clearly wants to have clickbaity material and rile people up. Maybe that's their whole shtick, and I'm late to the game. But when you start talking bad about Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, that's going to get me going.
Really good.
Yeah. So Knicks fans, you can be like, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
All of it. I understand how it works. I personally, I like Jalen Brunson as a player. I loved watching him at Villanova. He's a phenomenal basketball player. The foul baiting has gotten to a point where it's just hard to watch. And it's not just the foul baiting. And this part is less Jalen Brunson and more probably Tibbs, who I feel like big time hot seat. This might be the end for him. The Knicks in this fourth quarter,
Now, let me just stop by saying real quick. Jalen Brunson from Illinois went to Stevenson High School, so maybe he's got some, like, he doesn't like him because he left, didn't go to his school or something like that. And then Tom Thibodeau was the coach of the Bulls, so maybe he's upset that Tom Thibodeau will never won a championship for the Bulls. But to start this narrative of, like, foul baiting for Jalen Brunson being the originator of this, there's James Harden, there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like, there's all these guys that are clearly foul baiters that go into the game looking to take certain, like, they drive to the basket trying to get certain calls, and they actually get the calls and go to the free throw line. For Jalen Brunson, similar to Carmelo Anthony, he doesn't get these calls. He's smaller and plays more aggressive, so he sometimes has to kind of exaggerate some of these fouls to get them called for him.
just go to straight ISO ball, foul baiting. No one else touches the ball. Jalen Brunson just trying to score, and it's bad basketball to watch.
So from what I've seen, Knicks fans, they tend to agree. In games that they lose.
Yeah.
In games that they win, they're like, well, it works. It's winning basketball. But when they lose, I think even they're like, come on, man. Let's have some watchable basketball.
I have a take out.
So let's also clarify one thing too. Jalen Brunson is the Knicks' best player. He's gonna get the ball down the stretch. So if it's like just give Jalen Brunson the ball and let him score, he's our best player. He's gonna get the ball regardless. So this like ISO ball, watch Jalen play basketball is true. He's our guy that we want to have the ball in his hands at the end of the game. But if you look at the last game, the Pistons shot 34 free throws, the Knicks shot 19. They're clearly not getting calls. So Jalen Brunson driving to the lane, he's lefty, so it's a little unorthodox. He likes to jump stop. The player is usually trailing behind him on his hip. He shot fakes. If they jump and bump into him, it's a foul. Now, if you watch some of these other games, players are jumping up and clearly jumping into them going forward. The player is usually behind them on Jalen Brunson's case, so they're jumping into him as he pump fakes, which is clearly a foul. Now, granted, the 2-minute report came out from last game. Josh Hart got fouled on his head. They didn't call it. So a player, LeBron does this all the time too. If he gets hit, he's obviously a lot bigger than some of these guys. If he gets hit, he's going to exaggerate it. Jalen Brunson gets hit, it throws off his shot just an inch, it's going to make him miss. So he has to exaggerate it. And if you're trailing him, if you're on his side, it's a foul. So this whole narrative, this whole storyline of like foul baiting for Jalen Brunson has to stop because there's other guys, James Harden, SGA, that clearly don't get as much heat as Brunson does. And I think it's just easy to pick on New York. It's easy to pick on the Knicks. It's easy to pick on Brunson. But once we start winning, and hopefully we do, because a lot of these other teams, like OKC, the Clippers won their last game, the conversation stops when you win. So if we continue to lose, they're going to keep pointing at the foul baiting things. So hopefully it stops, and don't pick on my Knicks because I'm gonna take it personal. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know if you think that he's getting fouled or if he's just, baiting people in as he drives to the basket.